hardest parts is trying to get this widow's peak just right on both sides, because if the curve isn't right, it doesn't look right.
And that's number one. You have to draw it all on, and you have to paint all the white in around the face. It gets powdered. You draw in all the black. You repowder it again. Brush all that off, and then you add water to it to kind of seal it to make sure that it stays on.
My name is Gary Down. I live here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I am a Gene Simmons lookalike. Me and Gene Simmons look amazingly alike. When I put the makeup on, we've got the same facial features, we got the same shaped face, and I've actually been mistaken for Gene a few times. They come out and, "Are you really Gene Simmons out here goofing off?"
Yeah, if you're dedicated and you enjoy doing it, this is something that it's very time consuming, but it's very rewarding once you do it and people see, the look on their faces, the smiles you bring to them, the laughter and that. Especially when you're sticking a tongue out on them, they go by, they start cracking up.
There's variations on the dragon boots. There are black ones, and there are also the silver ones. I'm going to buy a set myself. Once I get some money, I'm going to buy the actual boots with all the scales and everything on them, but I don't have the money for that right now. Once I do, I'm going to look pretty good. And then recently, on the Monster Tour, the boots have changed again. He's got actual big teeth that stick out of the side over here on this side and on the outside edge. And the costume itself has teeth all over it. And I'm hoping I'm buying one of those from Gene himself, if I can. I was making a KISS costume for Halloween, because I was going to come as Gene Simmons for Halloween, so I figured I'd wear it out there one day. That day I made over $100, and I've been doing Gene Simmons ever since. Well, my job right before that, I was delivering flowers for a flower shop. I was there for 17 years straight, and I really loved doing that. That's one of the things that made me open up a little bit to people, and I'm able to speak and talk to people like I do, and it was a fun job. But I've gotten a little older. I was hit by a car years back, and I can't quite get around as easy as possible. I do have a scooter that I use to get around on. I can still get up, stand, do my thing, my Gene Simmons thing, but to get around it myself, because of my leg being messed up, I use that to get around on.
When they hire a new bus driver, their policy is they're not allowed to let people ride with a mask on. Since my face is painted, and I've been doing this for a while now, the dispatchers here know who I am, and they allow me to come on with my makeup like this. I'm about the only one that's allowed to do it like this. Most of the people, they're able to see their faces. But I am in a wheelchair, and if I was going to rob the thing, I don't think I'd be in a wheelchair, number one. And if I were to rob somebody, which is what they think I'm going to do, where am I going to go in that wheelchair?
There's all kinds of different characters down there, from pretty much actually even all over the United States. They come here, because the weather's nice. Pretty much everybody's happy. You get along with everybody, and you try not to get into arguments with anybody. And as far as you can tell, all the people out there, they like seeing us characters. They come down and actually enjoy it, and it's kind of like I tell everybody, well, welcome to the circus. And it's about what it is out there. It's a circus, but it's fun.
My name is Charles Kruder. I'm originally from Southern California, and my character is Cupid. I actually dreamt about it one night. I had a dream, and I was trying to think of what else I could do out there, and Cupid came to my mind, and I just thought of how I can do it, and wings, and and it worked.
My job, as a character or impersonator, I go down there and try to impersonate who I am, and I try to just make people feel comfortable, happy, and glad to be here in Vegas.
Come on, Mike. Yeah, why? You know you weren't worth $1 or whatever.
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, better. Whoa, he made my nipple hard.
Work on tips. Sometimes I'd make money, sometimes I don't. But the smile on people's faces, to me, is worth a lot more than money sometimes. And that's what I do. I do this, about 4 days a week. And basically, it's what I do this to have fun, and I get to be my own boss.
I lost my job about 5 years ago as a mechanic. I've looked for other mechanics jobs because I'm good at it, but they don't want to pay you, as well as what I can make out there, and less hours, and I'm not cutting my fingers up and getting burnt and working 60, 70 hours a week, for the same pay. And I only work 30 or 40 hours a week. Everybody told me I looked like Dale Earnhardt Sr., which is another character I also do. And so I started doing that, and it seemed to work. And then wintertime came, and that's when I thought of Cupid. And ever since then, Cupid is a character. Everybody loves it. Okay. Oh yes, sweetheart.
You don't know how to do that.
All right, give us about 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, 4 hours? Oh, you'll be all right.
Okay, I'll be all right.
Well, I know you will. Look at beautiful eyes.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I love eyes, so.
Well, Superman, obviously. I mean, sometimes it can be hit or miss. I mean, one night I was there, I only did $12 for 6 hours. So I understand why the documentary is called $1 at a time, because it feels that way. Fixes and repairs that are going to be made to your suit daily. I've got to take this and have it fixed. Like any costume. I've got to wash it. And I just can't throw it in the regular washing machine. It'll get torn to pieces. Because indestructible, it's not. So, I guess it's the perils of being Superman. And I always try to do this in good taste. I'll never do anything that hurts the brand. Because kids from 880 love this character. I've really got to watch my temper, watch what I say. I mean, talk about morality line. I'm like, hey, I've also gotten punched and kicked out here, believe it or not.
I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
And I swung back. Because I'm not going to stand there and get punched and kicked when I'm not making the wage. You're making me $10.50 an hour? I'll take $10.50 an hour worth of garbage.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Are those Uggs? those are nice, man.
I like him. Hey, can you be my manager? You can come over here and go make some money.
I can. Is that your lady?
No, but all the girls are my lady. All the girls are my lady.
Is that your lady friend?
Hey, I got all the girls. I'm Cupid.
He's got all of us.
Cupid don't have the one lady.
I am Samantha James. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. And my character for right now is Strawberry Shortcake 2013. I went to the costume store and my boobs were too big to fit in anything else. So that one fit, and I just kind of went out there and made up a story that Strawberry Shortcake was a little girl, and she grew up, became a stripper in Vegas, got broke, started doing it on the strip, started doing it downtown, and that's what we kind of do.
I remember, this is where it all started. I remember being at Circus Circus with my mom and dad, and I saw a showgirl come out, and I'm like, oh, I want to be a showgirl. I want to be a dancer. She's like, honey, this thing weighs so much. And I was like, I can do it. So here we are, 20 years later.
See, I traded the top.
Done that, done the stripper thing, everything else in between,
with this cup.
and now I'm doing
But I changed it.
Yes, it was Gene Simmons / Gary, and also the Cupid.
What are some of the tips they gave you when you first started?
To stay on your territory and stand your ground, and don't let people push you around down there. And I kind of took me a little while to do that, but I've got it down now to where they're not standing there if I'm standing there.
Have you got your phone on?
No,
Well, then who has your phone?
it's in my purse.
Well, then why did you keep picking up for me the 5 times that I called?
Oh, because it's probably getting smushed in my purse.
Yeah, just okay. She called me, and then all of a sudden she called me again accidentally.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? And I hear all this noise in the background. Hello? Finally, the fifth time I called, I just said, fuck you. Then fucking hung up.
You're so funny. You know what I don't get is last summer when I was doing this water selling business, they want to arrest me for selling water, but now I'm out here showing my boobs.
I want a picture.
And some of them ride by and some of them give me a hard time.
My dad physically and mentally abused me as a child, and I guess I kind of just stuck around because of my mom. I look back now and I think she was just given a hand that she really just didn't know how to play. Like, I don't think she did not love her kids. I just think that she was not equipped to deal with my dad.
How are you? Thank you.
The characters out here in Vegas, definitely original, but that guy in particular, why I had to do that, 2 years ago, a friend of mine picked him up and was holding him and sent me a photo of that guy. And so when I saw him, I had to take a photo of him and just send a photo back to my friend. That dude's been here for 2 years.
Big man! You know, not him, you! You! Come here, big man! We're gonna get a good picture of this.
Yeah.
I want y'all step on this, step on this. Step on that, step on it. There you go. I told you Steelers everywhere, baby. Steelers everywhere. We everywhere. America's team.
My name is Jay Jackson. I'm originally from Toledo, Ohio. I came to Las Vegas January 1996.
And I want you to remember this too. I am the originator of doing this. I started this, a Pittsburgh Steeler. With this mop right here, I am the originator.
I've always been a Pittsburgh Steeler fan. I was raised one, me and my whole family. So that's what I decided to go with. I've always been into sports, played basketball, football, track, baseball. In high school, I did everything. So I figured that's what I would do, athletics. So I went with the Pittsburgh Steeler look. And it worked out pretty good.
Also with the teams that beat us this year, like Chicago, I really like to get even. If we lose to that team, I really get mad. Sometimes I might resort to doing something real filthy, like something like this. You know? I might rub down there a little bit. That's a total disrespect of a team when you do that. If you do something like that, you're totally disrespecting that team. Totally. When you do that. And sometimes you always got a drunk standing behind you too.
So, you got a lot of people, that will probably tease me when they see me in that Steeler uniform, because it's like, oh, you guys used to be good, but now you suck. So I'm hoping that people are going to show me some respect, but I doubt it, because right now we're not doing good. I doubt it. Steeler haters.
Yeah, oh yeah. The cowgirls. Oh, here we go. Ain't no love here. Ain't none of my team. Yeah, here we go.
Your team not doing good.
That's okay, baby. I'm down with mine. I don't hip hop. And skip over my team. I stick with my team. Hey, Cowboys, here we go.
Come on, man. That's cold. Take up to your teacher and do that to you.
No, you go home and do your homework. There you go. There we go. There you go, cowgirls. Okay. Hello. How you doing? So who's your team? Who's your team?
My team?
Yeah, who's your team?
Emirates.
Huh?
Emirates team. Your team? Barcelona.
Who? Oh, the Texans. That's your team? The Texans? Oh, so you don't like the Dallas Cowboys? You like the the Texans? Okay, that's a pretty good team. Yeah, see, those ladies were from a Arab country, and that's good. You see, I'm meeting people from different countries even out here doing this. It's good. It makes me feel good when I meet the right people while I'm out here doing this.
I think I've learned more about the cultures of the world just from what I do, just from talking to people, rather than what I learned in school. I think I learned more than I did in social studies and the government, the thing. It's you ask them questions about things, like Russians. We were told they had the bread lines and stuff around the corners and stuff like that, and you talk to them and they tell you what was going on. Where we really didn't know, we were told one thing, and this is another thing that happened. So I've learned a lot more because of that. I think I enjoy that the most.
What do I like? I'm not sure if I like too much about it anymore. I would say maybe because I can set my own hours and my own schedule, and I don't have to answer to anybody. I don't think having a 9-to-5 would right now really work with my life. So
You set your own hours. You don't really have to worry about anybody telling you what to do all the time. Go home when you want to go home. Basically, just doing what you want to do. That's my favorite part.
No. I'm a Green Bay fan. You have to lay on the floor so I can step on you.
Huh? Oh, no. Oh, but I can do this. I can do this. This is for cheating in the Super Bowl.
Oh, whatever. You owe me $1.
You can't have fun out here, go home. It's Vegas, yeah.
I'd have to say, the best part I like is the husbands and wives pay me to motorboat their and the husbands and boyfriends, husbands and boyfriends, pay me to motorboat their wives and girlfriends. That's about the funnest part.
Then I'm a shooter. 1, 2.
Growing up, I was always a loner, and none of the girls, try to ask them out. They never always say no, and so I've just stayed alone. And then now that I'm doing this, I'm getting, just girls coming up to me, just hugging me, just to get hugs out, just saying how cute I am, and it just makes me feel like I'm a rock star now.
I'm watching
You have been watching me.
I have been watching for years.
Them beautiful eyes. I know you've been watching me. I remember them.
You know what? He personally,
John.
Like,
Hey, John. We never introduced ourselves.
yes, you have.
I'm Cupid. No, I'm
This
Chuck.
is my grandkids, my daughter, Kristen, got Kaylin, Madison, and Chloe.
2 days ago, I had a friend send me a picture. Look at what I found on a friend's Facebook. And I was like, it's great. That's my dad. Yeah, I'm not embarrassed whatsoever. I think it's hilarious. I tell people to go down there and see him. He's having fun. And I love seeing my dad happy and having fun. I mean, that's what life's about, having fun and enjoying everything you're doing. So I love it. And I've worked down there with him a few times, right next to him. And, some people, you get the negative comments of, why are you working next to him? And I'm like, it's my dad. I'm proud of it, and I love it. So I'm happy to work next to him or go down there and see him with the family. And it's great. The kids love it. So it's fun to see him doing it. I like it.
I'm Elvira, or Amy Winehouse on occasion, and my real name is Miranda. I used to work at the Oratorium, and this is just kind of an added bonus for me. I'm in 4 bands, and I just wanted to come down and try something new. Originally, I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah, and I moved to Nevada and have lived in Nevada for the past 10 years. And then my husband and I moved to Vegas, ended up divorcing, and here I am. I'm on the Fremont trying to make a living. For me, I've been a character for over 21 years. I've done acting and performing, anywhere from Rocky Horror Picture Show all the way to television and commercials and movies. So this is just another outlet for me to be highly creative in my field. I'm very fresh to the scene, but everybody's been really nice in accepting me into the group. Thank you for the opportunity, but please come out and help support Las Vegas. I mean, we're all hurting, but if we can share a good time, let's do that. We want you to have a good time while you're here. Unforgettable. That's key. And as you can see, some of the people are very unforgettable.
Where are you guys from?
Oh, Southern California. Southern California. I mean, I consider myself a worldly man. Is that what I said?
What do you think about like the characters on the street here?
They're
Cupid.
They're entertaining. Oh, Cupid?
Yeah.
Oh, Cupid, right? Shot to the heart, man. Shot to the heart, all right? He's not hurting anybody. And you know, it's kind of raunchy with class, with his buttocks all out. I would have married him. I would have. His beard is really scratchy.
You like the Bears? You like the Bears? Well, give me some. Give me some. Boom, boom. Give me some. Give me some, man. All right, way to represent. Way to represent. Give me some. Way to represent. You like the Bears. Next year, you got to like my team, though. Okay? Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Y'all take care.
Bye.
All right, now. See, that's the good thing. That's the good thing about it, though. When you get some kids, the kids are usually cool. You got the adults are the ones that act kind of crazy.
Even though they haven't won a game this year, I'm trying to represent this team. This team is getting on my nerves. I've been collecting Pittsburgh Steelers stuff since I was a kid back in Ohio. I love my team, but they got to get going. We got 6 Super Bowls, but we can't live on that no more. It's time to get going here. We're not doing good. I try to collect everything: books, tennis shoes, t-shirts, shorts, underwear, hats, plates, utensils, sheets, pillows, anything you could think of. I try to collect it when it comes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Different numbers, different players. I try to represent my favorite players on the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I got a lot of different jerseys. I can change up. Wear who I want to wear. You know, one day I might be Rosenberger. One day I might be Franco Harris, Lynn Swan, Clark.
Are you a fan of the 70s team with Bradshaw and all them?
Yes, I am. I'm a big fan. That's when they were known as the Steel Curtain, the defense. Here's one of my special jerseys. It's got like different numbers, different players. Pittsburgh Steelers. It's a very special jersey.
Oh, where'd you get that?
Oh, I got this at a flea market store. It has like Franco Harris on there, Mean Joe Green, Terry Bradshaw, Lynn Swan. Just got back from the protest downtown on Lewis Street, the courthouse. I believe in doing this a lot. Getting down there, not just talking, but walking the walk. Getting down there, letting people know about the issues, about what's going on. You got to be about doing something nowadays. You can't fall for anything. You can't put up with anything. You got to stand your ground. There's a lot of different issues on here about political prisoners. We still have political prisoners. It's 2013. We still have political prisoners. Power to the people, power in numbers. The power should be for the people, not the government, not the police. It should be about the people. These are some of my protest shirts. I get these shirts made specially because I like to send a strong message to the police, because I don't like the police because of the things that they do and they get away with it. So I send strong messages, like, for example, I hate cops, fuck Metro, basically. I hate cops, fuck Metro. They don't like these shirts. The police, I have been stopped, harassed because of these shirts. You got a few good cops out there. You got a few good cops out there But the way I see it, the majority of them, from my experience, living in Toledo, Ohio, being out here in Las Vegas, the majority of them, in my opinion, are no good. But you got a few good ones. Who's watching the government? Who's watching the police? They're watching us, but we got to keep an eye on them. So it's good to keep them nervous. You know, make sure that they're not out here beating, shooting, killing people, racial profiling people, not just black people. You got people of all colors who are being profiled nowadays. All colors. And it's a very big issue. People, including me, I don't like being stopped and being profiled. I don't appreciate it. So I like to bring the very important issues up when it comes to stuff like this.
Fun but expensive hobby. Yeah. A friend of mine, had one, and I liked it, so I went and bought this one, and then upgraded it and did a bunch of things to it to make it even faster. Oh, out of fuel now. That's another thing. It runs through a lot of fuel. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of one reason why I kind of stopped racing, playing with these all the time, because the expense on it. Because this car alone, when you buy it brand new, it's $450, and then I added, extra shock, better shocks and aluminum mounts, which was about another $250, and then of course roller bearings and all the axles, which was another $250. So I got a lot of money put into it, but it just takes so much time and costs so much money every time I run it. That's why I still just gave up on it for a while.
Hey, today we are here at Hobby Town. This is what I do as a hobby. I build models. I enter them in contests, try to win, bring home plaques, trophies, free stuff, and whatever. And we're gonna go inside and show you what I do. I'm more into the car models, the racing, more NASCAR than anything else. But today I built the KISS monster truck, and that's going to win me the big prize today because it's got a color-changing paint job on it. That's going to win me the best paint job.
How did you make the flames in the back?
Those are made out of cotton. Rolled up cotton, and took red, orange, and yellow paint, sprayed them up, and gave it that flame look to it.
Next category, fantasy vehicles. Third place is the KISS monster truck by Gary Dowd. Yes. Second place, engine test stand trailer, Brad Greenberg.
I got a $5, they call it a $5 script towards buying another model. So I'm going to take that back there, I'm going to find a model and put this toward it and put up the rest and go home and build it. Hopefully I'll win the next one.
Over the years, I've built maybe 200 of the different NASCAR cars, and there was a place in California called the Speedway Cafe. They basically had all sorts of different racing vehicles, dragsters, Grand Prix and stuff, but they had no NASCAR cars in the place. So I went over and I talked to them one time, and they took like 43 of my NASCAR models and put them in their display case because I had done such a great job out of it. That was great to have my stuff displayed in a major Speedway Cafe. That was pretty cool.
We're here at the NASCAR Champions Week on Fremont Street. All of the drivers, the 12 drivers in the championship series for NASCAR are out here. They're going to be walking up the red carpet, signing autographs for everybody. And then they have on the stage over here, they have a game show that they play during the day here. And that's what we're here for. I'm here. I'm Richard Petty. How you doing out there, people? Neil, I just got your autographed card out of a pack, man. I just got one of your autographed cards out of a new 2014 Press Pass.
My grandson!
Dale, right behind you, man. All right, thank you. Good luck.
I told you don't put
Every driver. Got them all to stop. Got my autographs. Now I'm feeling good. They all saw me. If you notice, Brad Keselowski, when he walked by, he loved my Richard Petty, man. He thought it was great. All right, we're here at the Kiss by Monster Mini Golf. It's a completely indoor facility. Got a mini golf thing. We've got games. Got a Kiss store. Got all sorts of memorabilia from people's collections, pictures, shirts, whatever you want. They got it. They even have Eric Carr's Porsche that they gave him, I think, when he joined the band. And we're here for the 2nd anniversary of the golf, the mini golf, and we got bands playing outside, and we're having a good time.
Tell me, why Kiss? What drew you to Kiss?
Kiss, something about the makeup, I guess. Back in the early 70s, bands used to just stand there on stage, just like the Beatles did. Just 4 guys stand on stage and play it. And Alice Cooper took it another step by doing the guillotine and the hanging and stuff like that. And Kiss saw that and said, well, let's do something else that will leave the people going. Instead of just saying, wow, great concert, let's just leave them going, wow. Got Paul Stanley walking up here. Come here, Paul. Come on over here. We're doing a film here. And I just wanted to point out that this is Paul. He comes out, he has fun just like I do out here, having goofing off, having a good time. We're out here at the Kiss Mini Golf right now. Too bad you're not. But, when the time you see this, it'll be all over. You have to wait till next year now. So, all right. Thank you.
This is Brody. This is my son. This is Harley. This is Tia. Hi. This is her daughter.
And how do you know Tia?
My family was they took care of foster kids. And my mom and dad started, and then my grandfather and my grandmother, they started taking care of kids. They got her biological son, her first one, and that's how we've known each other. And so how many years has it been? 15 years.
Wow.
Get up there. You're heavier than I am then.
No, I'm not.
Okay, now go. I swear one of us is going to fall off.
You're heavier than me.
Not really.
Not really?
No.
Not really?
She's been with me through everything, and his father leaving and going off with another girl.
I mean, I was with her when she was pregnant with him. She was living with me then. Then after he was born, she moved in with her. I don't know what you call that.
Stop that.
And then probably a year and a half, you've been living with me again.
Yeah. I moved in with her when I was pregnant at the end of the pregnancy. When his dad decided to split.
Okay,
We help each other with each other's kids and stuff.
Yeah. I was thinking today it's much like sister wives because we do take care of each other's kids, and she does more. She does a whole lot more.
Hi, Brody. So you like it that way,
Like this? Well, about a year ago, maybe a couple years ago, I had a nodule on my throat, and my grandmother had an enlarged thyroid, and I've had thyroid problems, so I went to the doctor, and I was told, I have a nodule, it needs to be checked out, and they weren't too forceful about it, and I was so busy working and doing my thing, I never had it checked. Recently it was bothering me. I went back, and they said, you need to get this checked, and we got the ultrasound done, and said, there's a nodule, this is how big it is, and then this was in April, and then still I was in no hurry to get it checked, and finally given more problems, I went in and got the biopsy, and they told me that it was papillary cancer. I was told it was the least aggressive of the cancers, so that's kind of good. But either way, it is cancer, and it's I'm dealing with it. On the 8th, I gotta go in for more like to look at it and see like if it's spread. I don't think it has because it's like the least. It's called the good kind of cancer, if anybody can say any cancer is good. But like I got to thinking about it and I thought, you know, so many people don't even check their thyroid and they can have this cancer. And I've talked to other people with it and they've overcome it. And actually my apartment manager, she had the worst kind of cancer in her thyroid, and they told her that she could just have the surgeries if she wanted to, but she basically had to go home and prepare to die. All right, give me 5. Give me 5, you little stinker. So we're coming to the end of me being so tired and so lazy. Everyone was like, you're so lazy. All you do is sleep. What do you mean, Hobbies? Like, all you do is sleep. Obviously, I mean, I'm in my pajamas. If you ask me to do anything during the day, I'm not going to be dressed at all. Like, the only time I ever get dressed is to go out and go to work, and then I'm at home, I'm in my pajamas. I'm not going anywhere.
The picture at least kissing one.
Okay,
But-
and really quick.
Man, I'm a kisser, okay? You guys keep your pasties on.
Actually, I got to do double stick carpet tape because it's the only thing that holds these things on. And you think peeling them off is easy? It's worse than a Band-Aid. Yeah. I peeled them off the other night from a friend of mine, and he said, "Oh, that even hurt me."
I don't know why you're doing it that way because I have double-sided tape. The only place I can find it.
Well, Home Depot or Lowe's.
No, I go to a dancer store and get it.
Oh, I just go to Lowe's. No, that stuff don't hold.
It does.
It doesn't hold on mine for some reason. I even shaved and it still don't matter.
I bet I can lick them off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pointing them in. Oh, I still got some. Okay, I was gonna say, it felt like it was refill time. No, it's not yet.
What kind of rum do you use?
Oh, that's actually vodka now.
Vodka? What kind of rum do you usually have, though?
Well, when I get rum, I use Bacardi. But I've been
drinking Ron Rico, and I just found another one called Ron Diaz. It's a spiced rum. It's really good.
Yeah, I like the spice rum, but the thing with the spice rum, I can't drink it with anything but just by itself. Anything that's spiced, I got to drink it by itself. But then, you know,
if you're into the spice, you'd probably get vanilla Coke. Vanilla Coke kind of mixes with the spice, so it tastes a little bit better.
I do about 6 hours a night. You know, I usually do 6 to midnight. You know, depending on how good it is, the better it is, the longer I stay.
What's your average amount of money you think you make?
I could say I make enough to pay my bills for the last 5 years. It was real good. Christmas?
Yeah.
About 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, bam, 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 10 and 20s.
Wow.
It was good.
On an average, on a good day, I can make about, on a good day for me, about 80 a day. It all depends on the, you know, the crowd. Some people, they don't want to come off, for example, even $1. They would rather lose their money inside a casino than give the money to me, and you'll come out cheaper giving the money to me.
Good. Now here you go. Here you go. Here's a Steeler fan. She's about to step on the Ravens jersey. And you notice the Cowboy jersey too. Woo! Yeah. Steelers everywhere. Steelers everywhere. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you. Steelers everywhere. Thank you very much.
Average amount, well, right now, because just the way it's been going, anywhere from 50 to 75 in that general area. But it just depends on the day. One day you'll make $20, the next day you'll make $100. It just depends on the crowd and what's happening. I usually do Gene Simmons most of the time, so when there's a big rock crowd here, I get more during the rock crowd thing. When there's other things going on, I get a little less. Depending on what I'm doing. I also do Michael Myers. I do a couple other characters. I do Dee Snider from Twisted Sister, Alice Cooper, and a couple other ones. Just depends on what character you're doing and the night itself and the crowd.
Come on in, guys. Come be in the picture with us.
What are you trying to do?
Come on, be in it. Come be in it, guys.
Yeah,
Come
baby.
be in the picture, guys. Come on. Come be in the picture. What are you afraid of? Come be in the picture.
How you doing?
Pose next to us. Just take pictures and walk away like that.
Hey,
Come on now. It's not what we're here for.
We're from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Been here for about 4 days. We were here last year, 6 months ago. Like I came out with her every 6 months, and then we make this an annual thing. We come down here and she gets her picture taken with something half naked and hot, and I just did too, I guess. Oh yeah, I think it's great. There's some that you wouldn't go near, but like they're all harmless. Yeah, like it's a lot of fun.
Oh God, I've been here when it was a good town, off and on since about 1960.
I've been here since about 95.
Yeah.
So, tell me how long you've been doing this.
About 4 years now.
4 years, yeah.
Before this, we're doing Blues Brothers and Rat Pack Show.
Yeah.
DJ.
Yeah, I've done Elvis too. I had my own show from 89 to 96 right here in town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What hotel?
Bob Supek's Vegas World. It's a stratosphere now. Yeah.
There was a group of gentlemen about 3 months back who wanted me to pretend to handcuff and arrest one of them. Then they emailed the picture to the wife, and then the wife, she sent bail money to get him out.
Oh yeah.
Well, the level of professionalism out here, there's about, I could say, about 6 professional performing artists out here, out of everybody. Really? Only 6. And then the others, well, I mean, they're nice people. I'll say this, they're very nice people. Everybody tends to behave themselves nowadays. But as far as performing artists, they are not. But they do freely express themselves, and some of them you can have a lot of fun with.
Cupid, for instance.
Oh yes.
Oh, he's a great guy. He's a great guy.
But not a professional performing artist. What he is a certified ASE transmission mechanic. We got a truck driver out here dressed up in a thong. We got one of the security guards who got fired. Now he pretends to be a magician and steps on nails for a living. We got a guy who used to be a bouncer at clubs, and now he thinks he's Mr. T. But again, with no background experience in performing, no schooling, And ultimately, what it comes down to is behaving yourself and acting professionally.
Now, Mr. T, he has other business. He just comes out here and messes around. He's a real nice guy.
Mr. T ain't nothing but a big mound of TikTok. I knew that was going to happen as soon as they started that bustle shit.
Don't care for the drunks that come up and they get all over you. They hang on you. How you doing, man? Or they'll just stand there and talk to you for no reason. It's like, guy, I'm trying to work. I'm trying to make some money here. Or once in a while you have somebody that's a little bit drunk and they come up. I actually had a guy run up on me one time. He had this big, like a stuffed animal on his shoulders. He ran up to me one time and jumped and smacked into me and knocked me over. And it's like, dude, what the hell? and that kind of thing, it kind of turns you off. But, for the most part, people are pretty cool. I've never really had any problems or anything like that.
The reason you come to Vegas is to spend money, to try and make more money. Most of the time you don't, but That's the reason you come. So don't give me that crap about the economy being bad. Come and take some pictures with it. At least you can take something home and say, look, I was standing with Gene, or I was standing with damn, I even forgot her name. That's what comes with getting old. You start forgetting stuff.
I get a little irritated when I know that people have money and they just want to give us $1, especially when there's like 2 of us. There'll be 2 of us working and they want us to split $1, and I'm like, no. Can you give us a 5 and then we'll split 3 in between? Like, they act like it's damn fucking Disneyland. This is not Disneyland, and you know it, because everybody has tips on their thing. And do you think I'm standing out there with my boobs out just so you can give me $1? No. How would you feel if you were standing out here trying to support your child and somebody wants to give you $1 to split?
See, that was Seattle. Who's that? I think he's a Seattle Seahawks fan. Well, we don't like them either. But they haven't even won a Super Bowl yet. Seattle, that's who. The Cowboys only got 5. We still got 6. They're gonna beat division. See, now he's big for the prize. See, the Cowboy fans. The Cowboy fans always crazy.
Hey, division champs.
Huh?
Division champs after next week.
Hopefully.
No.
Hopefully.
No, hopefully, but for sure.
Make sure you get her. The Cowboy fans act like that though. They think they're the #1 team. They're not. They don't realize they're not that good.
Yeah, well, one time I had a situation where I got into a physical confrontation with this man who was drinking too much, definitely drunk. I smelled the liquor all over him. Got into a physical situation with this man, and he brought out a knife in the middle of a fight that we got in. Actually brought out a knife, but somebody took the knife from him. I guess him being drunk, on top of that, him getting his butt kicked in the process, I guess he got angry and brought this knife out. It could have ended in a bad way, but the police showed up in time. I've never been in a situation like that. You know, I was kind of worried, kind of scared, angry at the same time, but everything turned out okay. I'm still alive.
I've seen a few, people get into it, but as far as with me, I've only had one incident where a guy did hit me on the side of the head, and then the police never arrested him, but that's typical down there. The Metro don't really care about us. We deal with it.
No, measure it. They have the 2 of us down here.
Right now, it's only one person that can be.
Well, where's Robert?
He's not here.
Where's the other guy? I forget his name.
The other guy's in charge of us.
We already measured. This manhole cover to this crack. They measured it 4 times. Already measured it 4 times in the last month.
So if I call him right now.
And they measured it.
Listen. If I call Baker 13, he's the officer of you guys. And he tells me that only one person got to be over here.
If they can measure it.
You gonna have to leave for the night.
Yeah, if they measure it. No,
If you tell me only one person got to be over here, you gonna have to leave for the night. I asked you to leave.
You don't like
I'm
me.
gonna
Hardy, no. Hardy, you don't like me.
No, I don't want to be asked to. I don't want to be asked to leave. That's the thing. So, I mean, that's what Chuck is doing. I don't want to be asked to leave. If you guys got the footage, I can yank this off and I can go make my money. And
I'm Maggie McCutcheon. I'm an attorney. I do civil rights litigation, among other kinds of litigation, and I was a staff attorney and then a legal director at the ACLU of Nevada. The Ninth Circuit had repeatedly ruled that Fremont Street was a public forum, meaning that people could engage in First Amendment protected activities there, and that the Fremont Street Experience Limited Liability Company didn't have the right, essentially, to censor speech on the streets there. But even after I was started working at the ACLU in 2007, especially around 2009, we started receiving a lot of complaints from people who were street performers who were going down to the Fremont Street Experience, to the canopied area, and were being told by security guards that they could not be there without permission. And that violated the Ninth Circuit's order. We took the issue back into federal court, and eventually we were able to resolve and settle the matter with the city attorney's office and with the Fremont Street Experience Limited Liability Company. Essentially, the city attorney for Las Vegas recognized that the law was pretty clear that it is a public forum, and they couldn't engage in the kind of restrictions on First Amendment activity that people were trying to, that Fremont Street employees were trying to impose there.
Let me get this on camera. Metro is the only one that can tell us what to do. That guy don't like me. They've already measured us 4 times in the last month. We are in the limit. 2 characters are allowed where we stand. So if they want to cause a problem, they try to push us around, and we know the laws. That guy don't like me.
While a government agency can have content-neutral time, place, and manner restrictions, they can't censor speech, they can't entirely forbid it, and most importantly, private entities like casinos or the Fremont Street Experience can't prohibit people from performing there. I know a street performer, a drummer who's had issues both on the Strip recently and on Fremont Street, and was told by Fremont Street, I think just recently last Saturday night, he was told he couldn't be on Fremont Street.
Now I wonder why they let him set up right there, playing that thing, when there's a band playing over there.
Well, no, actually, last week when he was there, and then when the band started, they made him move.
The band's playing right now. You can hear them. That's the band playing. That's not the thing. That's not the stereo system. They were playing when I came up. You can see all the people.
Well, legally, that's about 200 foot. And that's what I complained.
Well, they'd say the chocolate factory sign.
Well, yeah, that's what they're telling us. That's what they're saying now. But I told them I was here when you originally measured.
I actually measured it one time, and it is about right there.
Yeah, that's about that. That's what I told them before.
It is clear that performers have a right to be there. Now, that said, just because we win something in court or we go through something numerous times, that doesn't mean that the Fremont Street Experience Limited Liability Company has always done what it's supposed to be doing in terms of educating people and making sure that employees know what's going on. For example, recently somebody tried to get a license to do filming there, and they were told by the Fremont Street Experience Limited Liability Company that because of the content of the speech, it wasn't allowed. Exactly wrong. We were able to resolve that issue, but it goes to show that that Fremont Street Experience Limited Liability Company still isn't necessarily following the law and following the First Amendment, the Bill of Rights on that area.
I've lived here 42 years. I was down here a couple of months ago, and there's 3 nuns standing there watching other characters. And I'm watching, and one pulled her blouse off, showed me bare boobie, had a couple of things on her nipples, scared the hell out of me. Then the other 2 did it. I realized they're just characters posing for pictures. Vegas is an adult Disneyland. It's a great place to visit. There's a lot of good shows here. If you like the gamblers gambling, you can always see something new. I come down here 3-4 times a month, and I see new characters. There's a lot of good old ones, but there's new ones every time I come down.
Okay, so when we began filming, I had a lump in my throat. I went to the doctors, and they did a biopsy, found out it was cancer. So now I'm going to, tomorrow, have my thyroid removed to get rid of the cancer. And they're not expecting there to be any more problems. After that, there'll be a body scan, make sure it didn't spread. If it did, no big deal. They give me some type of radiation treatment. And
What's
what else?
the prognosis? How long is this going to take to recover? And then
probably about a good month for the scar to go away. So the decision to leave Vegas right now is probably the best. I can go and have my friends help me and my family's help me in Texas, where I don't have all the rent and the car payment and the car insurance, and I would just not be able to do my job with a scar on my neck doing pictures. Not to mention the ex-psycho boyfriend that's gunning me down too. So we're done with Vegas for a while.
When I first met him, he was doing Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah. He does the best Richard Petty I've ever seen. I thought he did a good Dale Earnhardt. No, he's got me hands down. I've known him for a long time. Yeah.
He's my best friend here.
Yeah.
And we go places, do things together.
Hey, we go to races, everything, everywhere.
Someone like you, a pal good and true. I'd like to leave the world behind, go and find a place that's known to God alone. Just a spot we can call our own. We'll find perfect peace, joys never cease. Somewhere beneath the starry skies, we'll build a sweet little nest somewhere in the west, and let the rest of the world go by.
See, this is why we get dollar by dollar, because we sit here and talk amongst ourselves while everyone else is walking by.
When you come down to Vegas, come see all the characters. Realize that we are ambassadors to Vegas. If you've got questions to ask us. We know directions to places.
Definitely stop and take a picture. It's worth it, a memory in Vegas, along with, of course, all your drunken moments. But
come and patronize us. We really appreciate the tips, and it helps us to survive out here.
Like I said, I've been a Steelers fan since I was a kid, since I was a little baby. So this is a part of me. So if you enjoy doing it, if you enjoy entertaining people, go ahead and do it.
definitely take a picture with Cupid. It's worth it. I have a couple pictures with my dad. I'm proud of him, so I'm all for it.
You can do it full time, you can do it part time. I don't know how much money you're gonna make, but go ahead and give it a try and see what happens. You never know, you might get real famous off this. You might get famous, you might not. But I do it because I love it. That's the reason I do it.
Someone like you, a pal, good and true. I'd like to leave it all behind and go and find a place that's known to God alone. Just a spot we can call our own. We'll find perfect peace, joys never cease. Somewhere beneath the neon skies, build a sweet little nest somewhere in the west, and let the rest of the world go by, and let the rest of the world go by.
I just enjoy Vegas, and I don't plan on leaving anytime soon.